Hey Libra, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. This is going to be a general message. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. You do not have to be a Libra. You can be cross-watching for a Libra that you care about, or just you were drawn here. Take what fits, leave what don't. I mean, it was always going to end, right? It was always going to end. We always knew that it wouldn't last forever, whatever it is. There's a heavy emphasis on you knew. This being major arcana and a major transition. It could be an ending to a beginning, or it could just be revamping something. Interesting. I came across an old dresser in my family. We're going to restore it for my daughter. So restoration, bringing something back to life, put a little TLC into it. Ooh, she just wants to, okay. Death, rebirth, lucky number 13, breaks down to a 4. 4s have been coming out a lot, haven't they? Let's see where this goes. Hanged Man. Another major. 12. The Moon. Another major. 18. Wow. The Magician. Another major. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini. 9 of Wands crowning. It was never going to be able to withstand. I'm hearing what comes next. 6 of Pentacles. I feel like your gifts were trying to give you a heads up. Your gifts were a warning, you know. What came out with that? 5 of Swords. But there's this part of your ego, there's this part of the 3D that doesn't want to listen because you're crazy for hearing a voice. You're crazy for thinking something without having any proof or evidence. What do you mean you just know? So there could be a little bit of that going on here, or how this transition takes place is beyond you. You don't know where you're going to work next, but you know you can't stay here, right? That's exactly the type of situation I'm getting here. But I see you, okay, stop. Kid Rock, ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, diggy, diggies, and the boogies, enough, drop the boogie. It will not stop playing in my head. That's not doing my ADHD anxiety any favors at the moment. So, I don't know, Kid Rock, ball with the ball could be significant here. Page of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. In order to get the ball rolling, you have to cut the chain. This makes me feel like there's a boat that's trying to leave dock, but you need to, you know, release the anchors and all that good stuff. Something's ready to launch. Something's ready to take off. Something's ready. But there is a sense of release that needs to happen. It's like, this is so interesting. Something is going to land in your lap, and I'm hearing probably when you least expect it. That's because it's supposed to be a surprise. So you release how something comes in, and then boom. Yeah. There's something that you're not, okay. So the 7 of Cups is having many options. Essentially, you decide you don't want any of these options, and you go search for the 8 of Cups. This is also dreamer energy, illusions, confusion. Things aren't crystal clear right now. So I'm getting this sense of, again, you are not supposed to know. There's an element of surprise here. I'm actually hearing surprise, and it sounds like a surprise birthday party, or maybe it's like it's a surprise something. But celebratory energy is absolutely here. I can feel that big time. So it might not be a birthday, but it's definitely something that you were not expecting. It could even be like a surprise visit. Maybe someone's in town. We got holidays. Or maybe somebody's moving and they didn't tell you. They're just going to surprise you. They're just going to show up. But there's an element of surprise here. I'm also getting, if you feel like your gifts aren't working right now, it's because there's an area of your life that's being coded even from you, right? Okay, anyways. You know how if somebody's reading you and you don't want them to read something, you can literally like put a lock on that door and they can't read that part of you? That's what the divine is doing. The divine is putting a lock on a door. Or maybe somebody around you is getting ready to surprise you. They're putting a lock on the door so that you don't know. Don't tell Libra. I'm hearing shh. They'll never know. We have Justice and the Empress. It's that celebratory energy. This is that growth. This is that expansion that's coming in. And it's because you chose to do it for you. Not anybody else this time. You're doing it for you. Oh, I instantly want to just start crying. That touched a nerve. I'm so sorry. Whew. But that's what it was. You decided, I'm doing it for me this time. I'm not doing it for my children. I love them dearly, but I need to do this for me. I'm not doing it for my husband, my wife, my whatever, right? I'm doing this for me. There's spirit guides that I'm hearing like, oh, thank God. There's literally this feeling of finally. They didn't like keeping this from you because they saw how it was messing with you. Something had to be timed properly though. Yeah, Two of Cups. It's coming. It's coming in. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're aligned with it. You've been aligned with it. Oops. I need the outcome, please. What's the outcome here? The Six of Cups. Beautiful. That's that restoration energy, because this talks about new, but it also talks about the past. It can talk about nostalgia, memories, right? Past. Pictures, specifically. A picture could have triggered a memory here. Bringing something back from the past, from your childhood, allowing your children to experience what you experienced, or maybe you are doing something different than how it was done in your childhood because you want to do that generational curse breaking here. There's so much here, but this is restoration. It also talks about children, which is why I'm heavy talking about children. Or your specific inner child, right? So those inner child wounds, which is interesting because Page of Pentacles is a child. So there was some kind of loss, sadness, trauma that happened to you, things or emotions that you were not allowed. Sorry, I just got so defensive. Like, not gonna lie, I actually was gonna have my hound find a motherfucker for you. I'm not playing. And my mom's calling, of course. Of course. Yeah, this definitely could have to do with children or parents, right? Inner child, King of Cups. That's what this is, though. That's exactly what this is, the King of Cups. Having that open heart enough to really see a situation for how it is, not letting your emotions dictate how you should feel, how you should move. This is about your intuition. This is about putting your prejudices aside so that you can truly stand in the place of someone, something else. This is about having a different perspective. And this different perspective is exactly what blows this can wide open. You feel me? That's what's changing everything, is your open mind, your open heart. And what that means is to be non-biased, period. I'm going to hear what you have to say, and I'm not going to try to put my stuff in the middle. I'm just going to hear what you have to say. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Somebody was terrified. But look, that happily ever after, it's right fucking there. It's right there. All you have to do is put the application in. And guess what? You're going to get the phone call. That's how you get a new job. You don't know right now where you're going to work, but you know you have to get out of this place. There's something that's going on right now. It's got to go. It's got to go. I'm giving it a fuck no. It's got to go, right? It's hurting you. It's wounding you. You've been holding on to this for too long. Set yourself free, and not for anybody else. You don't have to find forgiveness in your heart for people that don't fucking deserve it. I'm not going to tell you the same bullshit that all these other... I'm going to be honest with you. You're supposed to hold on to some of that darkness. Do you know why? Because you can utilize it. You can turn it into strength. You can turn it into momentum. You can turn it into power. It's called transmutation. When somebody tells you you can't do something, use that as motivation. Be like, all right, fucking bet. Now watch me. I was just joking earlier, but now I'm actually going to take it serious, right? You can take those emotions and still get a positive, powerful... Ooh, goodness, the King of Cups just went flying when I set that down. Did not mean to do all that. You can have the results you're looking for. You don't have to forgive people. You don't have to let them back into your life. You don't even have to reach out to them and talk to them. This is something that you are doing with self, for self, by self. You know what I mean? Meditation would be a very wise choice today. Especially if you've been having reoccurring nightmares. Look at that. There's something you need to talk to yourself about, but say to yourself. Like, there's an honest conversation with the mirror that's really needed. And there's nothing wrong with you for that at all. This is you investing in self-love. There's justice, balance, recognition here. And judgment. You're hearing the call. You're feeling the pull. All right, Pocahontas, follow the fucking wind, because that's exactly what you need. I can't make this up. Look, for some of you, there could be a counterpart situation. Again, children. Tell me that's a 10 of Pentacles. Could definitely be a family situation that needs some work, that needs some spiritual healing. But I feel like you've already been doing this. Now I feel like, you know, when you take better care of your environment, other people are just more respectful. You take your shoes off at the door, they're going to take their shoes off. If you keep yours on, they'll probably keep theirs on. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't want the soles of your shoes just walking all around the inside of your house. Japan was onto something with that. I'm just saying. No shoes in the house unless they're specifically house shoes that do not leave the house. Or go touch some grass, a tree, something where the spirits, the souls that may have tried to attach to you and follow you home can leave there. That's why after funerals, nowadays everybody goes out to eat or something like that, because you don't go straight home. Stop at a gas station at least, you know? Even if it's just for a candy bar or a bottle of water, $2.50 in gas, who cares? Stop at a gas station, get out, walk around just a little bit, you know. Stop somewhere. Just find some trash in your car and throw it out real quick. You don't even have to spend any money. Don't go straight home. There's something about that release energy. And you're also going to be noticing a lot of, I'm just going to call it what it is, paranormal activity. You're going to notice a lot of paranormal activity. This is your ancestors. This is your spirit team showing up. Do I have a sparkle on my cheek? I thought I just saw like a sparkle. Oh, the gift bags. Yeah. I had to get gift bags today. Oh, no. Anyway. They're around and they're loud and they're protective and they're whispering in your ear, and they are, I'm literally watching your ancestors. Like, you're sitting in a living room and they're sitting all around you and they're like, watch this. They reach up in the ethers, they grab something and they bring it down for you. And they're like, wait till they notice, wait till they notice. And then something awesome happens and they're like, oh yeah, got it. Okay, do this one next. Okay, here, do this one. Okay, wait till they notice that one. Oh. And they just keep doing this. And like, I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, but I am telling you right now, they are reaching up and grabbing things and bringing them to you in the physical. Like, it's really happening. So if you notice a lot of paranormal activity, this is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not going to be harmful, hurtful, hateful, dangerous, nothing like that. If that is your situation, this is not your fucking reading. I can't actually help you with that though, so email me. It's in the description box. But yeah, no, this is healthy. This is really good. I like this a lot. And you're about to like all these blessings that are just randomly boop, right in front of you. I mean, you got a pretty cool team here. Not gonna lie. Some of your ancestors are old school. But they're all very fierce and they all love very hard. Family, above all else, has kind of been a thing for lots of generations. Family is very important to most everyone in your bloodline. So basically what I'm trying to say is your bloodline is filled with a lot of ride or die energy here. There could actually be some leather jackets, some motorcycles in your family. I don't want to say too much on that, but okay. I grew up with that in my family too. So I see it here. I do. You might be hearing motorcycles and stuff. That's them driving by, riding by with their buddies. And yeah, a lot of things are becoming very clear. There was also a hairdresser that's going to be around. You're going to want to do something new with your hair. That's her like, hey, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. So whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, go ahead and give it a whirl. I'm telling you, like whatever the pull is that you've been feeling, if there's a new food you wanted to try, if there's a place you want to go visit for a weekend getaway, if there's a whatever, you know, fucking insert yourself, man. Put the energy, invest the time into it, because I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. Whatever it is you've been feeling like you want to get into, study, learn, you know, go back to school, get a different job, whatever. Please, please, please trust that. Your intuition is just so important right now. I feel like you're hearing things very, very clearly. You know how sometimes you have to discern what the bullshit messages are? I don't see any bullshit messages here. I just see some old stuff that you need to let go of, but I feel like you're already working on that. If anything, I'm just confirming that that is the last part of this before these blessings come. I feel like they're coming in as you're working through this last bit. That's what I think is happening here. Because you can't have one side of the seesaw going up without the other side going back down, right? Like as they level out, they both level out, right? That's that balance between the light and the dark. Keeping it level. Anyways, I'm going to leave this right here. I hope this helps who it needs to, how it needs to. I love yous, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay beautiful.